EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Gun. They gotta go.
In motion goes the tight end. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11. Thomas. Hey, we got to go score.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Steps away to his left. On ill-advised throw, back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Chase, the motion man right. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Looking downfield for Jones. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Shoves him aside to about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Here's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Again, Elder Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, can.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Burrow will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's again complete to Palmer. Touchdown! Trey Palmer on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Here we go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. That's taken in by Higgins. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
MT.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, as they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there, and they only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I know I'm supposed to be watching the entire field, but right now I'm kind of locked in on the guy calling the plays. Back-to-back, big-time plays for him, including a run on the last one. Right now, he's got to feel really good about his chance of getting into the end zone. Run it, pass it, either way, they have the confidence going right now.
Dragon 16, Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 30 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory. There he goes, right side. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. That one good for 37 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
11.
Here's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
12.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rice. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here we go. Eleven.
Burrow looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Gun.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
11 mighty.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
Ready,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
And they take a knee. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running.